Good morning, class. Today we're going to learn a little bit about Geometer Sketchpad. First, you want to look at all these buttons over here. Today we're going to work with the point tool. So we're just going to kind of put a couple random points on here. Notice how this one is still selected. So if I'm trying to do something, I have to kind of watch out what is selected and what is not selected. So currently both of these points are selected. So I'm going to go up to the construct menu and I'm going to draw a segment. You might be wondering, well, what are these called? So if we go to the label tool, we can go here. And if you don't like what that's labeled, you can always double click it and you could change it to something else. Okay, so again, notice how this point is still highlighted, so we just have to be careful if we're doing something. A lot of times before I do a new item, I want to click off the shape that I'm working on and then go from there. In class yesterday, we were talking about midpoints. So if I wanted to find the midpoint of this segment CD, I could click on the segment, and then I can go up to Construct, Midpoint, and let's label that. And then oh, but that doesn't work out well. So let's double click and we'll make that A. So now I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm not sure what the distance from C to A is. So if I try to measure it, click on both C and A and go to measure, I can get the distance. And then if I go to A and D, it's not going to like this because this is also highlighted. So just remember always to sort of click off. So let's measure A and D, measure those, and it looks like that in fact is the midpoint. Sometimes people like to move these so it's close to whatever you are working on. And then the next I wanted to show you how to measure an angle. So we're going to just draw three kind of random points. And just to sort of have a point of reference, I'm going to try to get the measurement of angle E over here. In order to measure angle E, I need that to be the second point that I do here. So again, always start off here. So I'm going to go F, E, G, and I'm going to measure an angle. And then we can see that. And you might say to yourself, well, it might be helpful to have the segments drawn. So I'm going to construct that segment. And then you can kind of realize here. Now, this is the part that's kind of cool. If I change this, look what happens to my angle measurements. This is the dynamic part of Geometer Sketchpad. Have a great day.